class. We're going to start with our feet out in front of us. And we're going to warm up just a little bit, moving through our body, starting with some nice arm swings side to side. Just getting moving, getting warmed up a little. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to move straight into our side bends. Up and over, staying nice and active, keep it moving. Beautiful. Maybe even lean even a little further. Perfect. From here, we're going to lean straight back, bring our feet in and start into that windshield wiper. And then bring those feet out a little wider. Do a nice big windshield wiper if that feels comfortable for you. Perfect. And then popping those feet right back out, bringing your knees up, putting your toes down, just bringing a little movement in through your lower body. And then spin those feet around in one direction, spin the wrists, and then make everything go the other way. Awesome. And then finishing off with just flicking those fingers in and out, making sure your hands are nice and awake. Beautiful. Okay, we are ready to get started. Coming into a kneeling posture. And this is going to be the around the world, so the lateral raise. You might want to start out light here. If you're feeling good, you might want to go a little heavier, up to you. We're going to have 1 minute on the clock, up on one side and then on the other. Here we go. Nice. Keeping your belly pulled in nice and tight. Trying not to let your body rock around too much. Let your shoulders do the work here. Halfway done. Play with the hand position if you need to, or if you just want to. You can do it with the palms facing in the whole time so that they don't move. You can turn them sideways. Up to you. You can even twist them as you come up. Either way, you're still working your shoulders the whole time. Almost there. Beautiful. All right. From here, we're moving into alternating bicep curls. Might want to go a little heavier for these. Again, depends on how you're feeling today. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Still focused on keeping your upper body nice and steady. Not rocking around. Pulling that belly in tight. It's tempting to go forward and back to rock with it a little bit, but try to hold steady. Keep your thighs engaged. Maybe tuck your toes under if that gives you a little more stability. Halfway done. Looking good, guys. You got this. Almost there. Time. Beautiful. Roll through those shoulders just a little bit. We've got one more shoulder and arm exercise. We're going to go into a front raise with a tricep extension. So light or heavy, you choose. You're going to go all the way up, lower it back behind you, and then all the way back down by your hips. Here we go. Trying to keep those elbows in nice and tight and still keeping your upper body as steady as you can. Ooh, my arms are definitely going to feel it after this one. "15 seconds to go. You got it." And time. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to go down flat on our back. Knees bent, feet planted on the floor, using probably those same weights you were just using for your flies. Bringing your arms out nice and wide into a hug. And then with a soft bend in your elbows, bringing your hands up together in the center. 1 minute. Here we go. Focusing on your chest and your back here. Controlling the weight going up and down. So don't let it fall. Make your muscles do the work. Beautiful, looking good. Almost there. Time. Excellent. All right, set those weights to the side. Our last two exercises are going to be body weight exercises. So from here, you're setting the weights to the side. Make sure your space is clear. Hands coming out, either out at 45s, straight out, whatever feels good for you. I personally like to put mine up for cactus arms. Bring those knees up, feet flexed for a reverse table. And then you're just going to twist from one side to the other. How far do you twist? I don't care. As long as you're engaging those obliques, you're still doing the work. Here we go. Perfect, looking good. Now, if you live in a small space like I do, this is a great one because even if you don't have room to go all the way flat side to side, you're getting just as much work in through your core as long as you keep your legs up in that 90-degree angle. Beautiful. 10 more seconds. And time. Perfect. All right, set those legs down, stretch them all the way out for just a moment. Oh, nice big breath. And then from here, we're going to bring our legs straight up, point the toes, and we're going to do a crisscross. So just bringing them apart, crossing them in the middle. Here we go. Again, hands can be wherever you like. Out to the sides, cactus arms behind your head, whatever works for you. You got this. Over halfway there. Five more seconds. And time. Whew, squeeze everything in. And then stretch everything out. Take a nice deep breath. All right. That is one round done. Go grab some water. We have 2 more sets to go. Okay, bringing it back in. Getting in position, starting out with that around the world. Choose what weights work for you. And here we go. Nice, looking good. Squeeze the belly in. Imagine you're drawing your belly button back towards your spine. Keeping everything engaged, holding you steady. Nice. 20 seconds to go here. It's the beginning of the second set and I'm sweating already. I love it. Time. All right, getting ready for those alternating bicep curls. Change your weight if you choose. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Nice. Now you can make these harder or easier depending on where you hold your elbow. So if you want to make it a little harder, hold your elbow out a little bit in front of your body, just a little. Not like way out in front, just out away from your side. But if you need to take a little bit of the load off, you can glue that elbow right above your hip and still keep those muscles moving. Still getting that work in with just a little less load. 15 seconds to go. Nice and steady. Beautiful. All right. Up next, those front raises into the tricep extensions. So again, grab the weight that's right for you. Doesn't have to be the same as last time. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Beautiful. You guys look amazing. Lowering and raising at the same speed. Making the muscles do the work. Don't let gravity help you out here. $20 to go. You got it. And time. Nice. All right. Next up, the flies. So all the way down on your back, knees bent, feet planted. Grab the weight that is right for you. All right, here we go. Opening out, nice big hug. Keeping those elbows soft. Looking up towards the ceiling. Perfect. Working our chest and our back here, as well as the upper arms a little. Whew, you got it. Almost there. And time. Nice job. Set those weights to the side. Make sure your space is clear. Find that hand position that works for you, and then bring your feet up. Here we go for our twists. One side, and then the other. Working our core. Perfect, you got it. Don't need to go super fast here. Nice and easy. Slower is better, actually. Really makes you work those muscles. And time. Set everything down. Stretch those legs out all the way in front of you. Take a nice deep breath. And then point those toes up towards the ceiling, finishing out this set with our crisscross. Here we go. Beautiful. Now you may ask yourself here, or ask me, I can hear you even through the screen. How wide do I need to bring my legs? I don't care. It doesn't matter. The focus here is actually on the crisscross. You're keeping your core engaged, working your outer thigh, and that crisscross is working your inner thigh as well. So you can bring them out however wide works for you. Make sure you're crossing them in the middle. Time. Hug those knees in. Stretch everything out. And then go grab some water. That is your second set done. We have one set left. Okay, bringing it in. Coming back into that kneeling position, back to the lateral raise, or around the world, as I like to call it. Perfect. Here we go. Beautiful. Checking in with your shoulders. This is the third set. We've been working them pretty hard. Making sure everything's still feeling good. Maybe reducing your range of motion, bending your elbows a little more if you got any clicking or crunching going on. Because remember, all movement is good movement as long as it doesn't hurt. So if it hurts, we got to change something. Almost there. Keep breathing. Time. Nice. Grab the weights you need for your bicep curls. One minute. Here we go. Nice. Keeping everything tight. Head, neck, and back in a straight line. Something that may help keep your core tight is if you imagine that you're reaching up through the crown of your head. Helps lengthen your spine, makes it easier to tighten those belly muscles just a little more. "20 seconds to go. You got this. Beautiful. I can definitely feel that I'm on my last set. Whew. All right. Get ready for that front raise into the tricep extensions. 1 minute. Here we go. Nice. Keeping the elbows in tight by the head. Slow and steady. You guys are doing amazing. 20 seconds to go on this one. Almost there. 5 more seconds. And time. All right. Down we go for our flies. One minute on the clock. Let's do it. I like to think of this one as getting me ready to give those really big, strong hugs. You know, when somebody's had a really rough day and you just want to envelop them in warmth and love, and you give them that really big hug. This is what's getting you ready for that. Maybe that's just me. Keep breathing. Almost there. You got it. Time. Beautiful. Set those weights to the side. Make sure your space is clear. Bring the legs up into that reverse table and twist. Perfect. Looking up towards the ceiling. You may see me glance over. That's because I'm watching you guys. But the proper form is to keep your eyes up towards the ceiling, keep your head, neck, and back in a straight line while you're doing the exercise. Ten more seconds. You got this. And time. All right, stretch those feet all the way out. Take that breath. And then point those toes up towards the ceiling. 1 minute. Here we go with our crisscross. Perfect. Looking good, guys. Feeling that core work, feeling your legs work. Maybe even feeling a little work in your feet, pointing your toes the whole time. Still breathing. Still sweating. Almost done. Time. Beautiful. Squeeze your knees in, give them a big hug. And then stretch everything out with a nice big sigh. And then go grab some water. That is your last set done. All we have left is our final stretch. All right, bringing it in for our final stretch. Feet out in front, bringing your arms up overhead. Leaning out, reaching towards your toes. Let everything relax for a moment. And then slide your hands up your shins. Breathing those arms up overhead again. Reaching out towards your toes again, maybe a little further this time. Oh. And then from here, walk your hands over to one side, adding in just a little bit of a twist through that side body. And then walk your hands back through the center, over to the other side. Again, just a little twist, stretching through the side body. And then bringing those hands back in towards the center. One more big reach towards your toes. And then rolling up nice and slow. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then down and back. And do that again. And then one more time. Beautiful. Take one arm, bring it across your body. This time we're going to look out over the shoulder that's closest to you, not the one with the outstretched hand. If you're lucky, you have a nice view there. I get to look at my husband's garden. And then release and go to the other side. And then look out over that other shoulder if that feels good for you. Maybe see what there is to see on that side. And then coming back to center and release. Reaching one hand up, patting yourself on the back, and then maybe bringing that elbow back towards the wall behind you. Maybe reaching up behind you for that assisted stretch, grabbing the other hand or a strap. And then release that arm and go to the other side. Maybe pulling the elbow back, maybe reaching up behind you. Either way, feeling that nice stretch through the tricep. And release. And then bringing the legs out nice and wide, leaning over to one side, feeling that stretch through your side body, through the oh my goodness, through the inside of your leg. Pardon the gust of wind. Everything's fine here. And then coming back up through center and go to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center. Relax everything. And we are done. Thank you guys. It was great to have you today. I will see you next week.